Hi, this is Phoenix Genesis for PhoenixGenesis.com and our two YouTube channels, Phoenix Genesis and Frag Camp. Again, I want to show you another 5-pound base weight. You don't need a lot of stuff on the PCT. I really think you could have a pack easily with food and water that's 10 pounds, 15 pounds maximum. You can have full comfort 7 pounds base weight, even 8 pounds base weight if you really want to bump it and you're kind of wussy. You just don't need a lot of stuff. Again, you know, lightweight pack. You can build your own pack. You could add some little straps here. You could wrap and pin your socks here to make cushioning for straps. There's a lot of stuff you can do. You can take a Gossamer gear pad and make a little padding on this pack. So let's dive in. And again, this isn't like you go out buy all these things and you implement the exact thing. What it is, I hate it when people say this is what you gotta buy, here's links to Amazon, go buy it and you're gonna have a great trip and you're gonna survive and everything's gonna be perfect and flawless. No, what it is to make you think, you make decisions. Gear is a very individual choice. So having said that, let's just, again, this is concepts, let's go over. So again, 2 lightweight Arrowhead water bottles. You can use bleach. You can not filter, natural filtering. You could bring one that's a Life Water or Sawyer, a smart water bottle for your Sawyer if you so wanted to, or you could use Aquamira drops. Again, this is 1 quart, 1.8 fluid ounces. This is 33.8 at 67 ounces of water. If you don't want to carry a lot of water, you're gonna sweat more because the water's heavy. You want to keep it down to a minimum. We have a lot of water this year. Now, I have everything in one Thermarest little kind of water resistant. This is pretty much waterproof because this is water resistant, this is water resistant. And if it's really raining, I'm going to have a poncho tarp on, so everything's going to be fine, you know. I don't need a trash compactor bag. If you want one, add one. It doesn't have that much more weight, but I've got everything in these 2 little bags right here. Stuff sacks, you could forego any stuff sack, but these things are really light. And what's nice about this little Sea to Stomach bag, it weighs almost nothing, and I can take it and use it as a pillow if I wanted to on naps. And also I could take it to put, I've used it in the past on the PCT to put electronics and things that were more valuable that I wanted to take while I went, say, to the malt shop in Lake Morena. So anyway, let's leave that one. Let's go to this one first here. And there goes that one rolling down the stairs. This is terrible. Okay, so I have ordered from Gossamer Gear one of their foam 1/8 inch pads, and I also ordered their poly cryo ground sheets. So instead of that, if you don't have the money for it, this is just a little marathon blanket that my boyfriend got from running the LA Marathon. So that would be a ground sheet, and that weighs, I think, like about an ounce. And then this is my 8 ounce, I think it's synthetic and real feathers. I finally took it into the store and asked them, and my cat ripped it and I looked at it. It looks like synthetic down. This is by Unico. I bought this at Costco for 20 bucks. It kept me warm enough, and it's not a winter. If you're starting in March on the PCT, I wouldn't recommend it. Does it even say what kind of down it is? Just down, that's all it says. Anyway, if you're going in a colder March on the PCT, you might want to bump it up a little warmer, but this is fine for April through September on the PCT. I used it last year. I was fine with that coat, and it packs nice and small. And then a scarf, and again, this is full comfort. I mean, this came to 5 pounds, including the pack. This full comfort. I'm not using inflatable pillows anymore in the hammock because they end up falling on the ground. Last night I had 3 different pillow setups I was testing, and I fell asleep and I woke up and they both all fallen down, and either my old retired service dog or my cat Harley had peed on them. So don't want the pillows. They always fell in the mud and dirt. So if you take a scarf, wrap it, plump it around in the hammock especially, it makes a nice pillow, and it has multiple uses. This is 100% polyester, which is I love too. So that's the scarf. What else do we have here? A little bug net for the head. That always helps. You can use it to even carry things, store things. You know, pee rag. Don't waste toilet paper. And then this is my only map I take because I have gut hooks, and I've walked half of the PCT I have pretty well memorized. North of Sierra City, it's a different story, but up to Sierra City, I'm pretty well set now. And this is just it. This is my hitchhiking sign and my map, and also bandana for washing. These are the thicker gloves. As I've said before, I don't like sun gloves. I want nice thick gloves because I gather firewood and I gather natural materials that I use for various tasks while I'm on the trail. So those are my nice thick gloves. And again, little beanie. This one's gone with me for 4 years on the PC. This will be the 4th year on the PCT. So why switch it? It's stretched out nice. It fits over my eyes. It's fine. Any beanie will do. My wool / possum down gloves from Z-Packs. Love these things. May not even take those for the desert section. Since I'm taking 3 pairs of socks, socks are fine for little mittens, so I might just take those. That's my rotating socks, and my feet get super hot, unlike everybody else with their down booties. So these are my sleep socks, just really light nylon socks. Again, I would never leave home without a wind jacket. This is just absolutely all I need. It breaks the wind because, you know, down doesn't do any good if you're sitting there and it's windy because it's just going to blow all the heat out of you. You need that extra insulating layer, and between this and this, you really trap in the air and warm it up. So that's that. And what else do we have? Almost done here. Bra's way too much, so just an extra buff as a bra. And you say, why couldn't I take this bra, buff off and use this as a bra? The problem with that is it's going to be dirty from being around my neck and being on my head, so I want to be able to wash this. So, you know, extra one. And just some, you know, underwear. Yeah, I rated my boyfriend's men's underwear because I'm cheap. I have no money to buy any ex officio, so it's just some stupid Fruit of the Looms. I don't care. That's just for doing laundry. Last time in the Sierras, I was doing laundry and I didn't even have any underwear. I just pulled my wind jacket on and I tied my down jacket around. But now I just want something just in case my shorts rip again. Now, last but not least, bag number 2. It's in the surprise bag. We have, get a moment to unzip it, my beautiful, beautiful Costco down, you know, throw that I seam ripped into Caro's little squares, and use the Roman coin method, so I could actually untie this, no sew, and I can untie this and wash it with these little straps I got from Joann's Fabrics. This is for my hammock, and it makes a top quilt and it makes an under quilt depending on how cold or how hot it is. And again, if I add my 20-degree quilt, which I will, I'm bumping up my whole gear setup to 6 pounds. You throw in hand sanitizer, knife, everything, 7 pounds. That would be the maximum I would ever carry on a base weight at this point. My Eno, my little sub 6 hammock, I had this. I didn't have money. I brought it back, and I love the super sub better, but I just want the packability and the weight, and the sub 6 is coming in the desert. Again, in the Sierras, I'll probably bump up my tarp, bump up my hammock, but for now in the desert, a lot of times I may not hammock depending on the situation of where I am, so I don't need the luxurious hammock as I do. Again, the Thermarest, the little Neo Air, the short one, it's only like a torso length. I don't even need the woman's one. This weighs, I think, 8 ounces and a patch. Probably will leave the instructions at home. And then my I will bump up to a bigger tarp. I have 3 different tarps I like. I have the Equip one, which I got Walmart, $24. I had that in the Sierras. It worked gloriously. It weighed a pound with the tieouts. My Sea to Summit hammock tarp weighs a pound too, so it really doesn't matter which one I would take, but I want more, probably take the Sea to Summit because I want bigger coverage. And this one, these are the Ultra Sill ones. This is just the poncho tarp. This is fine in the desert. We've had so much rain, and I really doubt it's going to rain much till I get to the Sierras. So this is going to be fine. And if it's really raining, I can go on the ground and set it up as a tarp tent. So it has full coverage even in the hammock, depending on how I string it up. And then last but not least, I don't like putting chemicals on my body. It ruins my gear, and I just don't like poisons on my body. And so, and I found that even DEET, the mosquitoes, are like immune to them. So the mosquito suit, which I did a review and showed you, 3 ounces. And I will take the head net too, just because if it's really hot, I don't want to put this whole, hoodie on. I just want to have just the bug net on. But, and I like having it separate. I don't like having it zipped up and pulling on me. So I actually might even cut the hoodie off, so you could do that. But anyway, I'm gonna also carry the little head net. It weighs hardly anything. Actually, I could fold this all up and put this inside the head net so that it's a little bit more compressed. This is gonna be your biggest bulk. And I have actually a 3 ounce like kind of mosquito bivvy, a white one that I took last year. You can look at my videos on the PCT when I was hammock camping, and that was as well as that worked as well as this. If we didn't have a big snow year, I wouldn't worry about the horseflies in the desert, and I wouldn't take this. But I am going to take it. Plus, it blocks wind and keeps me a little bit warmer while I'm sleeping. I don't think I'm going to bring thermals in the desert. I'll probably just bring compression arm and leggings like I did last time. I was fine with that. Anyway, that's it. Again, think. Ultralight, ultralight. Don't be so heavy. I mean, I'm not going to die if I'm out there. I'm very comfortable. You know, of course, having an overquilt and underquilt always makes the hammock more enjoyable. But I mean, if it's really hot out, a lot of times you're not even going to want any underquilt, and this will do the trick. You know, and if you add like the foam pad from Gossamer Gear, or that little car windshield pad that weighed like a little over an ounce that I had, that also will reflect body heat. You're fine. So anyway, Phoenix Genesis, see you guys in like less than 2 weeks now. Bye.